Milenkovic. It's going to fall here for Ryan Yates! And that's exactly what they needed to get them started. Short this time to Hudson-Odoi. Now it goes back to McAtee to change the angle. Yates with a free header! Brilliant save! Kalimuendo! The best of headers away by Juric. There's Murillo and then Yates! It's going to fall for Milenkovic! And the flag stays down. That's 3 scorers, all scoring for the first time this season. And it's 3-0 to Forest.
A big night, a big win for Nottingham Forest, and especially for 19-year-old Zack Abbott, his first European start in that 3-0 victory. And we can hear from him now. He's with Danny Jameson.
Zack, well done. Your European debut. How did you find it out there?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, obviously, the lads made it easier by scoring at the other end of the pitch. But yeah, I thought that the whole team played really well. I think that we was very aggressive on the high press. And I think that we tried not to give them an inch. But obviously, you know, in these games that there's high quality opposition. But yeah, it was a great feeling for me. And I'm sure it makes me want more and more.
You seem to enjoy yourself down that right-hand side. You got forward a lot. At one point, I saw Sean Dyche turn around to Ian Warren and Steve Stone and say, he's putting 2 brilliant crosses. You really seem to get confident and get forward, get them balls in.
Yeah, the gaffer before the match just said, play forwards, think forwards, and I think that's what I wanted to do in the game. I think that it's important in that position to get forward and put some crosses in, and I know that if I can put one in, then there's quality in the box that can get on the end of it. Unfortunately, it might have been too high, I'm not too sure, but I just put it in an area this time, and yeah, it unfortunately didn't come off, but another day, hopefully it will.
When you've been around the first team for a little while now, Forest have got this incredible record going back, I think it's to 1940, of having academy graduates in the first team squad on match day. How important is it for young guys like you to see that pathway into the first team?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, like the likes of Yatesy, he's now club captain, and that's the path that I want to go on, because it's a great journey. I'm sure he's had many good memories, like the playoff final, and now taking his boyhood club to Europe, and hopefully I can do that when I'm older as well. So yeah, it's just an inspiration, really.
So you're absolutely buzzing, aren't you?
Yeah, you can see my smile on my face.
I mean, looking forwards, so you've made your European debut. You had a couple of appearances last season, but how do you take that next step now? What's the next key to becoming maybe a first team regular in the near future?
I think it's just earning that trust completely. Like, managers want to play people that they can trust all the time, and I think that if I can do that, then I might become more regular. But in the short term, I mean, I'm just looking forward to each game as it comes, and hopefully trying to make as much of an impression in training going forwards, and then hopefully looking towards Premier League, maybe Premier League debut. So that's the short term objective for me. But in the long term, it's just getting valuable experience and getting more starts and stuff, and then we'll see where it goes.
Well done tonight.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, thank you. You're a natural at this.
That smile is absolutely brilliant. Zack Abbott, his first European start. He says he's absolutely buzzing. What impression did he make out there tonight then, Farah?
Yeah, I think he showed his manager that he can be trusted out there. I think he mentioned there, he had his teammates around him that really help, that experience that helps young players into the game. But he looks like a mature young lad, and you could hear that even in the interview. His smile was massive, but he got forward. If he took on information that he was given from the gaffer, can you play forward? Can you get forward? He put a couple of crosses. Had a couple of attempts at goal from the edge of the box. So he did well tonight. They had a clean sheet, and he's in that back line, so he'll take a lot of confidence from that. But it is about that consistency, and he'll be showing that in training, and mentality that we know Sean Dyche likes within his players, and that will grow as he grows as a player and starts to mature.
You can see the impact Ryan Yates has had on him as well, the way he looks up to him. Who did you have, Mikhail, who you were inspired by, that sort of figure that you wanted to try and emulate?
The figure I wanted to emulate was Ian Wright. Obviously, he'd coming through non-league, playing for Tottenham Mitcham, so did I, and then through there got managed to play for England and stuff like that. So that's the person that I followed. When I became professional, it was Michael Dewberry. Obviously different positions, but obviously he kind of put his arm around me and kind of told me. But obviously he used to be at Chelsea and stuff like that. So it was always someone that you always look forward and you always look at to follow down the lines. And obviously he's got Yatesy, a boy who grew up in Nottingham. Nottingham is his team. He's now the captain of the club, captain in Europe, now scored. Whereas the exact same thing as him. I think he's from Nottingham. He's grown up here and he's from the academy, and he sees that and he sees what's doable, and he's going to keep pushing himself to do it.
I think what I've seen with Yates, certainly in the 2 games again tonight, I think the way that he makes the youngsters feel involved, the time he gives them, he puts his arm around them, he talks to them constantly. He didn't start that game against Porto, and you could just see how he was with the young lads around him, and then again tonight. So I think you need those role models to look up to, and he takes on that leadership role really well.
I honestly think this is the perfect game for Abbott as well, though, because it was like a attack versus defence. If you be honest, Nottingham Forest was constantly going, and obviously he got the clean sheet in defence, but he also got a great opportunity to keep getting forwards, get some crosses in the box. He had a couple of shots in the edge of the box, like you said, and that's the perfect start for him, and it's been the perfect game for him to start.
Also had to learn how to play second ball game. You know, Malmo were direct in the first half, so he had to learn different ways of defending today.
Yeah, captain's performance tonight, wasn't it? Well, we're almost out of time here, but stay with us on TNT Sports. The best of the action is coming from across Europe in the Europa and Conference Leagues. The Quilter Nations series show is next on TNT Sports 2 as well, and we've got Palace against Man United coming up for you this Sunday. But here, a good night. Thank you, Farah and Mikel. Forest are flying under Sean Dyche.
All 6 British teams in the Europa and Conference League were in action this evening. Nottingham Forest ran it back against Malmo, 46 years on from their European Cup final.
Well, the City ground is full of nostalgia tonight. Some were there, some have had the stories passed down through the generations about the spring night in Munich when Trevor Francis scored the goal against Malmo to make Nottingham Forest European champions. It's Forest versus Malmo all over again. So the Doyle's cross, so defended initially by Zurich. They can't get it clear, and that was a good opportunity for Dominguez, who spotted the fact that nobody was going to clear it. Lifted into the box by Murillo, cleared as far as Abbott. He can hit the shot. That's saved by Elborg.
Really opened up there for Abbott.
Bolsonelo's header on the far side for Malmo. Nikola Milenkovic, it's going to fall here for Ryan Yates! And the Forest captain scores after 27 minutes, and that's exactly what they needed to get them started. Ryan Yates' first ever European goal, his first goal of the season, and that's going to mean so much to him. He scored in all 5 divisions, the top 5 divisions of English football, and now he's helped himself to a goal in European competition as well. Here's Hudson-Odoi, pulls it back. It's Kalimuendo, and it's a good save by Elborg.
He's been involved in a lot, hasn't he? Kalimuendo's getting closer and closer. That's good play.
Corner taken by Hudson-Odoi, it's a free header, and he saved another one. So much power from Milenkovic, and his reflexes, Elborg, outstanding.
Milenkovic a bit annoyed that he couldn't get that either side.
Hudson-Odoi took that brilliantly. Hudson-Odoi deflected and wide. Corner to Forest, but his initial touch to take the ball was fantastic. So short this time to Hudson-Odoi. Now he goes back to McAtee to change the angle. Yates with a free header. Brilliant save. Kalimuendo! Well, that's his first ever Nottingham Forest goal after his summer move from Rennes. And that's going to mean so much to the 23-year-old Frenchman. Elborg made a brilliant save at the outset to deny Yates. But Kalimuendo, who needed a goal, has a goal. 2-0. James McAtee, the deepish corner. The best of headers away by Juric. There's Murillo, and then Yates. It's going to fall for Milenkovic, and the flag stays down, and Forest get a third goal, and Nikola Milenkovic scores his first goal of the season as well. That's three scorers, all scoring for the first time this season, and it's 3-0 to Forest.
Yeah, the night, exactly what Sean Dyche wanted. That 2 assists and 1 goal for Yates. You don't get that, do you, when it comes off? But Milenkovic in the right area again.
Forest might fancy another. It's Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's gone for the top corner and hits the crossbar. Great effort.
Yeah.
And that's it. Easy night at the office, nostalgic night at the City Ground, and 3 valuable Europa League points for Nottingham Forest. It's finished Forest 3, Malmo 0.